Often I'm asked this question: what is infinite light of being? My short answer is that infinite light of being is what you are. This is your ultimate reality. This is your essential nature. This is what you are in your essence. And this is not an ultimate reality of ours only. This is also the ultimate reality of this whole universe. Everything that exists, including this whole universe, exists in this infinite field of consciousness, bliss, and existence. This infinite field of consciousness, existence, bliss, truth, knowledge is also an infinite field of intelligence. And this is very closely connected to the phenomena of life. Every living entity in this universe, right from the tiny virus to us, the most intelligent species on this planet, everything is alive precisely because we sense this field of consciousness, precisely because we detect this field of consciousness, this field of existence, this field of intelligence. There is no life in anything which fails to detect this field of consciousness. And fortunately, nature has carved us and has endowed us with this kind of nervous system that we can sense this field of consciousness more and more deeply, more and more intensely. And this precisely is the meaning of infinite light of being. I should give you an example. If you have a radio receiver set and you tune it to a particular radio station, then it catches the frequency or signal of that station. Not only that, it also catches some additional frequencies which are both man-made and natural. If there is thunder, lightning, then you begin to hear the disturbance in the radio receiver set. These additional frequencies are called noise. So if you want the fidelity of the sound of this particular station, then you have to design a radio set which can cut off this noise. So the more and more this noise can be done away with, the more fidelity it produces. Same is the case with our nervous system. Our mind is full of chaos, clutter, constantly worrying. racing thoughts, memories, anxieties of the future. This is like a proverbial drunken monkey who keeps on jumping from one branch to another branch. Never still, never quiet. So what it does is that it reduces our capacity to sense this field of consciousness deeply, intensely, with fidelity. So what you have to do is, you have to start calming your mind, quietening your mind. The more peaceful your mind is, the more quiet your mind is, the calmer your mind is, the more still your mind is. Automatically you start picking up the true frequencies of this infinite field of consciousness. You start sensing it more intensely, more deeply. So much so that you start becoming totally in sync with this infinite field of consciousness. And the more in sync you become, a vast ocean of knowledge, intelligence, peace, and bliss begins to open up. And the more intensely, more deeply you begin to sense and detect this field of consciousness, you find that all your questions begin to be answered. Your intuition becomes very sharp. Your creativity goes up. And you begin to experience more and more of peace and equanimity. No wonder. If you can become totally in sync of this field, and since this field is omnipresent, omnipotent, omniscient, you too can become omniscient. You too can begin to realize your full potential, begin to harness the full power of your mind, and you begin to become omnipotent. Our avatars like Krishna, Buddha, and Nanak had cultivated this quality, this capacity to detect this field in totality. That is why they are dubbed gods. They were godly. You too can become that. Try to be in sync with this infinite field of existence, consciousness, and bliss, and realize your full potential. So this infinite field of existence, consciousness, bliss, knowledge, and infinite intelligence is the infinite light of being. Namaste.